Hey stranger. So I realised that I've been kind of absent for the last few weeks. Now, in some aspects it kind of is my fault, and in some aspects I really couldn't help it. Like this week where I made well, last week even, because this week, it's still Sunday by the way, I'm recording early. But this week, Monday, the one I just did, the worded video, was because I was redecorating my room. I don't know if you can tell, but my walls are now white, whereas they were blue, and everything else is red. The week before that, I didn't make a video because the Sunday was my birthday, and that Monday I still had friends around, and I couldn't really make a video with them around, and they didn't really leave until late, and by that time it was too dark, and I was too tired because I hadn't really slept. I'm going to squeeze last week's task in here, which was to draw the person the day after you. I drew Kai, obviously, because she's Tuesday, and I've already shown her this picture. I've shown Chelsea this picture as well. They say it looks like Kai. It looks human. Does kind of look like her. I did it in pen, which meant that I couldn't rub out any mistakes. So your nose is a bit wrong, although you can't really tell that, and your face is a bit chubbier than it really is. So we're going to move on swiftly because that was really bad. Last week's topic of discussion, really quickly as well, was books that were made into films. Now this topic of discussion was actually suggested by Beck, which I forgot to put in the video. So thank you, Beck, for suggesting this. Now I've watched everyone's videos, and you all kind of think that you don't like books being made into films. I don't really mind. Sure, I get a bit annoyed when films don't match the book, but you know, then I think that the film is separate to the book. It's just like a fan thing that like being made into films. It's like a lot of my friends were really disappointed with the new Harry Potter film. They said that it wasn't as good as the book, which is true in my eyes, and there was a lot of things that were really wrong with the film, like that they missed from the book or that weren't in the book. But then I kind of think that it's a good film for the series of films. It's just good if you think of it as the books. So I don't think of the films as the books, because that way I can enjoy the films. Okay, so according to the calendar, this week is the last week of August, or the last full week, which means that this week is Dare Week. So I have to set Kai a dare. Now I decided that I didn't want to be too mean, but it's a dare, so it still has to be kind of cruel. So Kai, your dare is to hop around your room while reciting the names of the 7 dwarves. Now you have to get them correct, and you can't repeat one until, you know, you can't repeat them. So you better get learning those names before you do this. But I also decided that I didn't want to just let you do it once, because that seemed a bit just too easy, and however that might have been harder, it still seemed too easy. So I scribbled down randomly 1 to 10 on this piece of paper. I don't know if you can see that, the pen's kind of light. And I'm going to randomly point to one of the numbers on this piece of paper, and that is the amount of times you're going to hop around your room reciting the 7 dwarfs. I mean, like, you recite them, the 7, say, 5 times, you know, while still hopping. So, closing my eyes, I cannot see. Ow! Oh, I'm gonna do that again because that was just blank space. And that's the 7. So you have to recite the 7 dwarfs 7 times. Ironic? I think so. Now, Sophie's requested that there be no topic of discussion for this week, but I'm actually going to make a topic of discussion because she wants to talk about her trips away. So I decided that maybe, because she's going to talk about France, that we should talk about trips that we've had abroad. My latest trip abroad was to Cyprus, and I went with my best friend at the time, who I don't talk to anymore, so I'm not really going to go into detail about that. I will tell you that this Christmas, for the 2 weeks break that we get in Britain, I'm going to America. We're going to the west side of America. Yeah, and we're going to go to, like, let's say Vegas and all that. We're going to go to LA, and we're going to go see my mum's dad, who moved out there like years ago, who I've never met, so I'm really quite scared for that. We're going to go to the Grand Canyon and all that, and we're just going to sort of surf around for a bit, get planes and drive and whatnot, live out of a suitcase basically. So that is pretty much it from me. Good luck, Kai, with your dare, and everyone else. I will see you all next week. See ya.